McDaniel. This is the f***ing news. I'm Tyler Carr.
And I'm Sam Paxton. Here's tonight's top story. On Wednesday, President Obama signed a new law making it a federal crime to assault an individual based on his or her sexual orientation or gender identity. In addition, the president hopes to start changing the culture of military spending through the annual appropriations bill. The president called both hate crimes and wasteful spending inexcusable and an affront to the American people as the nation faces 2 wars and an economic recession. He then said he was disappointed and ordered all guilty parties to go to their rooms without dinner to think about what they've done.
In Carroll, Iowa, 2 men were identified after the burglary of an apartment. They attempted to disguise their faces with permanent marker. That only seemed to make them easier to identify. You had to feel sorry for them, though, because they must have been really desperate if they couldn't afford a pair of pantyhose.
A woman was arrested for trying to trade sex for World Series tickets. Susan Finkelstein posted that she is a, quote, diehard Phillies fan, gorgeous, tall, buxom blonde in need of 2 World Series tickets. Maybe we can help each other. According to the undercover police officer who met with Finkelstein in a bar, the 43-year-old woman was willing to engage in various sexual acts in exchange for the tickets. She has since posted on Facebook that she's wondering about the integrity of the police. And then she posted on Twitter that she's totally going to the World Series.
On October 28th, the Michael Jackson tribute film, This Is It, premiered in theaters across the world. Those who attended the Los Angeles screening found it sad that Jackson was unable to be in attendance. Paula Abdul said, "For me, the film was great, brilliant, poignant, and sad. A totally mixed bag of emotions." Die-hard fans of Michael Jackson believe he will rise from the grave to see the film, and he chose not to attend opening night because the theater was way too f***ing crowded, and he wouldn't have gotten a good seat anyway.
A French branch of the Church of Scientology was recently convicted of fraud as an organization. The case centered around the church pressuring a member into paying for expensive purification courses and various vitamins, drugs, and tests to measure spiritual progress. The fines were leveled against the Scientology Celebrity Center in Paris as well as a Scientology bookstore. 6 group leaders were also convicted of fraud and fined, with 4 receiving suspended jail sentences.
The church was sued for $900,000 because it's considered only a sect in France, whereas in the United States, Scientology is considered an actual religion. An unnamed Scientology spokeswoman said the church would appeal the verdict, calling it an inquisition for modern times. She then boarded her spaceship and flew away to a distant planet, vowing to have her revenge.
A San Diego man, Woozy McGowan, was sentenced to 31 years in prison for robbery, burglary, and 2 accounts of assault. The assault charges came after McGowan, who, in his January trial, sneaked a bag of feces into the courtroom, smearing some on his lawyer and throwing the rest at the jurors. In lieu of serving time in a regular prison, McGowan will spend the next 31 years in the primate exhibit of the San Diego Zoo, where he can throw all the shit he wants.
A Denver, Colorado alternative newspaper recently took out an ad to hire a reviewer of local medical marijuana dispensaries. The reviewer will rate products, atmosphere, and cleanliness of each location. Medicinal marijuana critic Joel Warner says these reviews are important information and that marijuana dispensaries often range from being like a professional dentist's office to being like a college dorm room. And it's important for customers to find an environment and product with which they are comfortable with. So McDaniel Free Press, if you are looking for a medical marijuana reviewer, feel free to contact me day or night at the address listed on the screen. Thank you.
Pop punk rockers Avril Lavigne and Derek Whibley of Sum 41 are reportedly getting divorced after being together for 6.5 years. After splitting up their assets, the couple's multi-million-dollar LA mansion went to Whibley, who is also stuck with a $1 million debt to pay off the home. On the divorce, Lavigne said, "We totally should have done this 5 years ago, back when we had money and careers."
In a recent interview with People magazine, John and Kate Plus 8 star Kate Goslin said she would like to remain in the spotlight after the show has ended. She also indicated she's hoping to start a film career. May God help us all.
Earlier this week, California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger vetoed a bill passed by the California state legislature. However, his veto message contained a thinly veiled insult for the legislature. Stay classy, Governor.
That's all we have for tonight. Join us next week for another edition of the f***ing news.
Good night and good luck.
You're gonna need it.